I am God. I am annoyed. I am bored. I am tired. I am exhausted. I'm tired of playing this game with the world. The world is what the world is. People talk about Mother Earth. Yeah? You know? What's the matter, honey? What's the matter? What's the matter? Well, you know, what is matter? This is matter. You know? My words matter. Yeah, my words matter, don't they? Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? You know, if I'm God, you would think that my words matter. But apparently, my words are equated with shite. You see, because shite is matter as well. Last time I checked. Yeah. See, I've done hundreds of videos explaining myself. You probably wonder, what the fuck is he talking about? Why is he so crazy? Well, the thing is that I'm God. The world wants to be me. I mean, there's a really good example. Well, not the bird, but you know. Well, gas. Okay, well, gas. Yeah, my birth name is Grant Salmon. Yeah, gas. G-A-S. G-S. G-S. This is the thing, right? People say, "Oh my God," you know, the whole, yeah, holy hole. You know what a hole looks like, don't you? Yeah. So what people have done is they basically said that whole is God. Whole is God. Yeah. 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 See, you know, you go back and you read the New Testament, right? Or the Old Testament, you know. Do you know what I mean? God didn't say, "I am a hole. I am a circle." Well, I don't remember that being said exactly, but you know what I mean? That's the thing. Languages change. You know, you have I've spoken about the Tower of Babel. You know, people babble, babble. Yeah, they talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. People don't understand that words have power. I've explained that lots and lots and lots of times. Isn't that an interesting word as well? Lot. Last time I checked, Lot was just one man. But, you know, people say a lot. Weird, huh? Anyway, I need a cigarette. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on at the moment. We got, oh yeah, the band, Oasis, yeah, they've had a reunion. Reunion, yeah. You know, you may have heard me talk about Mary. Yeah, isn't it interesting when people get married? Yeah, they get married. Oh yeah, they get married. Yeah, they worship Mary, who's the shit. The world, the garbage. The matter. Yeah. Matter. Yeah. The matter of Jesus. Yeah. You know what Latin is? Yeah. You know what the word matter means? Yeah. I explained this many, many times. Yeah. The garbage. That's the problem, right? This is the thing. People are of the world. Yeah. That's what, you know, Jesus said to the Pharisees, says, "Ye are of your father the devil." Okay? And the thing is about the word father is that it's actually, there's two words hidden in that word. It's fat and her. So who are we talking about? Are we talking about a fat woman or are we talking about father? This is where the magic is taking place. there's a confusion happening. And this is what the world does. You see, I'm kind of like a guy in a boat. And the world is everyone else. And all they ever try to fucking do is drill holes in my boat. So it sinks. And I have to figure out how to plug all the fucking holes. And that's the thing, you know, people, I watch stupid videos like, God's sacrifice makes no sense. Why would he kill himself? Why would he put himself on a cross to die for everyone's sins and blah, 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 blah. Well, God has foresight. And God knows things way before they happen. You know, God knows. That's the thing, you know, when I was Jesus, I did the things I did. But the fact is I have I have power that it prepared, you know, even though I may not be consciously aware of what I'm doing at the time, I do it. I do it. The magic's happening. Yeah. It happens. Because I'm here. I'm spirit. And my spirit is, I have power beyond the comprehension of the human mind. I'm outside, you know, I'm more powerful than the entire universe. You know, I'm bigger than the universe. I created the universe. Okay, I created space and time and matter. Okay, I created all that. Yeah. But the thing is, I come to this world and my spirit enters into a body composed of matter. And that's the thing. There's that fight between the spirit and the flesh. And the world is full of people who have fleshly desires and material, you know, they like material, you know, they want money, they want gold, they want silver, they want diamonds, you know, they want to do immoral things, they want to put themselves first. And that's the thing, you see, life is like you're imagine like everyone's like, you know, you're always on a train track, right? You're either going in one direction or you're going the other direction. You're either going away from God or you're going towards God. And the thing is, your thoughts and your actions happen as a consequence of how you're aligned. You know, you align yourself. So if you really love God, you're aligned with that. Your heart is in alignment with God because you love God. And so, you know, your actions, your thoughts and your actions become pleasing to God because you've become aligned that way. But the fact is, the world is aligned the opposite way. And so they're constantly having a witchcraft battle with God. Me! They always want to play this stupid game. It becomes... I feel like I live in a hall of mirrors. Because the world has a God complex issue. It's part of the witchcraft battle. You see, they mimic me. Just like Adam and Eve did, right? Adam and Eve were told not to eat the fruit. Okay? They did that. They did that. The snake said, you will be like gods. Eat the fruit. If you want to be God. Do you understand? This is the entire world doing this. Everybody. Except a few people who don't do that. Okay? But that's the thing. This is why everything happened the way it did. This is why people go, oh, why does God have to send us to hell for liking this, for liking that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it's because you keep trying to displace me and kill me. That's why. You would suck the air out of my lungs if you could. You evil, shitty world. I hate you. Do you hear me? I don't normally shout like this in my videos because usually I got people next door. But I think they're gone away on holiday. Holiday, yeah, they got away on holiday probably. Just as well, huh? Love thy neighbour. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, you get the point. Hopefully. It feels good. It feels really good to let it out. Finally, I can shout a little bit. Great. Anyways, look. Let's have a look. What's going on in the world? What's going on in the world, huh? Let's go over to the Daily Mail, yeah? Yeah, when the mail comes through the letterbox, there's like this bright white light that comes out. It's like, whoa, Royal Mail came through the door, bitch. Yeah, look at all that sunshine right there. Yeah, it must be a king living in this house or something, huh? Royal Mail. Oh, isn't that right? Mariah Carey, oh yeah, her mom and sister died on the same fucking day. Yeah. I keep explaining in my videos how I'm the center of all this. Every time you see someone drop dead, me. Every time you see, a war start or a massacre happen, it all has to do with me. Okay? Because I am the source of power that everything wants to draw power from. The point about Christianity, right? Jesus, I set the example. I said, okay, you want my light, don't you? So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to love you, and I'm going to show you how to love me. Okay? And that will have, that's how we will have our, that's how we will establish our connection. Basically. Okay? That's how it is. Because without my power, everything's dead. Without my power, you wouldn't survive. I am the source of power. I'm the life support machine for everything that everyone's trying to copy and kill. There's a reason why, when you see the Ouroboros, you see the snake that eats its own tail. Yeah, it's eating itself. It's killing itself. That's the thing. The world, that is the world. The world does this to itself. It consumes itself. It's greed. And, it's the fact that the world is evil and the world chooses to do evil things, it leads to this consumption of itself. So it's dead. It destroys itself. I'm the only one who can get you out of that. I keep explaining this. This is how it is. There's no other way about, you cannot have life without me. There's no other way without me. I keep trying to explain this. It's really hard to get through to people. I try very hard. Excuse me while I smoke my cigarette. I think I need a bit of nicotine. Got my Costa coffee. Can't believe how much this shit costs. Spending £17 at Costa every day. I really need to stop. Anyway. The thing is the world cannot survive without me. Now the thing is, I've lived here for 36 years now, okay? I came back in 1987, November 14th to be exact, which is the same birthday as King Charles III. Okay? I've said that many times. Yeah, my dad is called Charles. The guy who impregnated the woman called Fee. Yeah, the woman called Fee. Yeah, she coughed herself to death. Her name was Fiona. Okay? And she died of lung cancer. She had anal cancer, and it spread through all her body, and it got to her lungs, and she drowned in fluid. Okay? Coffee. You know, anyway, like feces, yeah? Shit. This is what I'm talking about, right? Matter, mother, shit, soil, Mother Earth. Everyone's like, oh, Mother Earth's the world's gone crazy. What's going on? The weather's so crazy. Oh, Mother Earth is angry. Ooh. The fact is I'm here. Mother, matter, the Earth, okay, is not happy. There's a war between me and her. Okay? And this battle is being fought by myself and those with me against the world and her and everyone, which the rest of the people on planet Earth, which pretty much almost everybody. Okay? All your celebrities, all them, yeah, all of them. Yeah. So, hopefully I've painted a clear enough picture there for you. Okay? I put this t-shirt on a day or two ago. You see, it's Central Park in New York, and it's got that massive tower. Yeah, I put this on, and I've seen in the news a couple of different tower fires. Yeah, there was a big one in London, and there was another one. I'm very good at starting fires. And why is that? Well, it's not that I called someone and said, hey mate, go around that place, set that place on fire, will you? No, I didn't do that. It all has to do with my lights, my magic. I sit here puffing away, and it's about words, it's about locations, it's about names. Okay? Fire is spelled F-I-R-E. Fee-re. Yeah, my mum was called Fee. Fee, it's all about, this is the thing. Like I said, I gave you the analogy of the boat, right? Well, imagine a water container is full of water, right? And the water wants to get out. The water wants, it's a bad example, but, it's the shit, it's the diarrhea, it's the crap, Well, that's the thing, do you know what I mean? Like, I plug one hole and, the enemy wants to look for other escape routes. It's like, we can use this and we can use that and we can do some, and this is why the world is becoming more and more crazy as I'm fighting this war, this magic war against the world. And that's why you read every day the news is crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. Look what happened with the Bayesian, right? That boat that sank. Yeah. Not to mention, Mike Lynch's friend, who died. He got hit by a car. He was out jogging and he got hit by a car the same day, pretty much, yeah? And everyone was like, that's really strange. We think that he must have been assassinated or something. you know, while the Bayesian, the unsinkable boat apparently, you know, sank in some freak storm. Yeah, no, it's because I'm God. I'm God. I really am. I'm not joking. I'm not taking the piss. And the fact is, I've been saying this for so long, nobody wants to hear it. It's strange though, isn't it? Because you've got lots of people in this world. There's quite a few people who claim to be God, who claim to be the Messiah. And they, you know, and you think how many of them have a cult following. They'll have hundreds and hundreds of followers, thousands of followers, right? Can I even get one? No, not even one. I'm waiting to find one. I'm waiting for someone to say, hi, hello there. Yeah, no, nothing. So what purpose does this serve me in any way? No, nothing. And the fact is, if you know, if I'm totally deluded and I'm just going to carry on making these videos talking about this, and you know, the same thing's going to keep happening, that everyone just ignores me, and you know, I'm just going to sit here making madman videos every fucking day. It seems rather pointless, really, doesn't it? I mean, I know who I am. I know who I am. That will never change. That will never change. Because I went through that process so many times. You know, I went like, am I? You know, am I? Really? You sure? Are we? You know, I questioned it so many times. I was like, no way. Nah, you couldn't be serious. Yeah. No, believe me, it took me ages. It took me ages to come to terms with it, because I was afraid to believe it. You know, I believed in God back then. I was like, I believe in Jesus, I believe in God. You know, this is when I started believing in God, Jesus, right? Yeah, and then not long after that, finding out I'm him. Yeah, it was quite a shock, as you would imagine. Yeah, and all the other stuff that happened to me, you know, seeing demons, ghosts surrounding me, being raped by ghosts. Yeah. Well, I've got to be careful what I say, don't I? Yeah. But it's true. It's true. I have physical contact with spirits. All the time. Every day. It's non-stop. There is no point in the day where it's like, oh, where did they go? No, they're always with me. Always. I've got ghosts on my front. I've got ghosts around my back. On my legs. You know, like, I'm always getting touched and poked and stroked and, you know, all this kind of stuff. All the time. You know, there are good spirits, there are bad spirits. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Okay. I've had a crazy life. And the last several years of my life have been the craziest. They really have. So, what can we talk about? What shall we talk about? Huh? And that's the interesting thing. I was thinking about Oasis, you know, and you know, they got that song "Live Forever." It's like, you know, Liam Gallagher, you know, he's got the song "Live Forever," and that's the thing, you know, when you see it, right, it's written as Liam Gallagher, "Live Forever," and so, you know, it's as if it's him personally. He is live forever. It's like, no. That's not how it works. You have to understand it through, you know, it's witchcraft is what it is. It's witchcraft. all the shit that they're doing is witchcraft. I mean, look at the word oasis, okay? So people say, oh my God. You know, the hole, holy hole, the circle, the butthole. You know, what is an oasis? So you go in the desert and you're looking for water, you know? You remember that story from the Old Testament where the Israelites, they were lost in the wilderness and, they needed to find water, and Moses struck the rock and out came the water. Yeah, oasis. Oasis. Yeah. Oasis. Yeah, so they're like the water in the dry place. You understand? I mean, people think of oasis and paradise. So paradise, isn't that an interesting? Paradise. Yeah, so Pa means dad. Ra, it was the god of the sun god in Egyptian mythology. Okay, and then dies. So, people want to call heaven God's dead. Yeah, do you understand how evil this world is? So when the world wants to say, oh, what's heaven? Oh, that's where God's dead. Yeah, God's dead. Yeah, that's heaven. Yeah, that's what we want for heaven. Yeah, that's our heaven. Yeah, God's dead. Do you get it? Do you understand how evil the world is? The Tower of Babel. People want to talk shit and they want to build their tower all the way to heaven, to where God's dead. Yeah? I come into the world, I speak the truth. People want to silence me. People want to mock me. They want to insult me. They want to hurt me. They want to abuse me. They want to lie about me. They want to kill me. And I'm very, very, very angry about it, as you may imagine. And so, you see things like wars. You see things like massacres. You see earthquakes where people get squished like pancakes. 50,000 people die. Turkey got stuffed, yo. Yeah, and what else? Tsunami hits Thailand. Yeah. Oh, I remember back then. Yeah, that's when I started going clubbing. Yeah, I was listening to some real floor shakers. Yeah. Fucking earthquake. Yeah, the earth was shaking underneath my feet. Yeah, bitch. Tsunami kills 100,000 people. Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, look, I'm telling you, that's how it is. The world is like a mirror that's in front of me, And this is the thing. Let me do something quick, right? Let me try to draw a picture for you, okay? So I got my Mont Blanc pen here, yeah? I got a Mont Blanc pen. And I got a little booklet somewhere, have I? Where is it? Shit, hang on. Where the fuck? Hang on. Where the fuck did it go? Here, hang on one second. Okay, so look. I've got a book here, okay? This is probably not the best to draw in, but whatever. Because it's full of... Ooh, actually, hang on. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Okay, so... Here's a blank page. You see it's got lines all over it. Well, ignore those, okay? So... So look, I mean, this is kind of how I think about it, right? You got two lines, okay? If you're standing in front of a mirror, You see, this is me, right? And this is the world. It wants to run parallel to me, like a mirror. And the thing is the more magic, this battle, I'm winning, okay? I'm winning. And, what's happening is that the lines are converging, okay? So the world and me, we're getting closer to this point where the lines converge. And all along this path is destruction, okay? People are getting destroyed. Death is happening. Wars are happening. People are suffering. And there's going to be a day where those lines converge, where, the illusion is broken. The illusion, this magic war that's happening is going to finish. The illusion will cease to exist, and people will see who I am. They'll be like, oh, God's here. Uh-oh. That's how it's going to be. Okay? It's a very complicated thing to explain. It really is. See, this is the thing. The world reflects me. And, there are other people out there who claim they're the ones who are getting reflections. But the thing is, I'm God. And those are other people who want to be me. My reflections are so crazy. I start wars. I post something on Facebook and the next thing people are getting shot or stabbed. You know what I smoke? I smoke Cutter's Choice. Sometimes I switch brands. I notice that my smoking causes people to get stabbed. It really does. It's fucking crazy. But it's because it all has to do with magic. You think about it, people cut videos, right? They'll edit videos and they'll cut their videos into pieces. Or people will, snort cocaine and they'll cut it lines, Cut can mean all kinds of things, right? You could be in your kitchen chopping up. But that's the thing. I'm trying to make a point. Is that the demons, the foul spirits, it's a magic war, okay? It's a magic war. You think about it, there's that angel. You seen that knife angel that they had in London, and it's doing a tour of the country. It was actually in my town not that long ago, Weston-super-Mare. Yeah, they had the big knife angel statue. What the fuck? So you're telling me that a knife is an angel? That's essentially what people are doing in terms of magic. That's what they've done. Look, what does it say in the New Testament? It says, do not think I have come to bring peace on earth, but a sword. Yeah? So why do you think people are running around with knives? Yeah, it's because they have a God complex. Alright? Even though they're not consciously aware that, because most of those people don't even believe in Jesus. They couldn't give a crap about Jesus or God. But in their minds, the fact is that they're surrounded by foul spirits, and these people, they're puffed up in their fleshly minds. They smoke weed all day. They think they're high as a kite. They've managed to smoke their way all the way to heaven. And they are crazy, evil. They don't know that they are on the side of evil. They work on that team because they're surrounded by foul spirits that talk in their ears all the time. People don't understand where their urges and their thoughts come from. Even scientists couldn't tell you where the human thoughts originate. Do you know what I mean? People don't really understand what the brain. That's, people don't know where these things come from. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Foul spirits. Spirits are telling you shit all the time. And they're probably telling you, this guy's a loser. You better hate him. He's a fucking freak. Don't listen to him. He's not God. Because you're fucked in the head. Yeah? That's what it is. True. So, put my pen away. What more can I say? Huh? Imagine, the world, everybody in the world was digging a massive hole for you to throw you in and bury you alive, and they're all trying to do it to you at the same time. That's kind of how I feel. That's what it's like to be built. That's what it's like to be me. That's what it's like to be me. It really is. And I thought I would go through a video. There was a 10-minute video, there was a video, 10 reasons why the Bible doesn't make any sense, and it's a stupid book, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, the reasoning was so bad. I actually thought maybe I would just play that, and, we could go through it step. Every comment he makes, I'll literally just address every single comment he made. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, his views are so pathetic, and that's the thing. Most of those people who have those kind of views, it's like, did they even bother? How much did they actually read? Did they read any of it? It's easy to ignore. It's easy to ignore. I saw some guy's video titled, "British people should be able to talk about race." And it's like, but why stop at British people? Why can't everybody on planet Earth talk about race? Why are you suggesting only British people should be? What about German people? What about, Eskimos? What's your problem? I made this point. I said, remove the plank from your eye, before you tell someone else they got a speck of dust in theirs. We want our freedom of speech, but they can't have theirs. Imagine that, God, people praying to God, like, God, we want our freedom of speech, but make sure they don't have any. Thanks. What's God supposed to say to that? Say, fuck off, go away, asshole. You're a hypocrite, by the way. Didn't you know? Oh, you didn't know, did you? Oh, you were unconscious of it. Oh, was it really hard for you to see that? Was it so hard to notice? What's so hard about it? Do you really have to sit and scratch your head about that one for a long time? It's crazy, because when you realise the truth, was right in front of you. You realise how easy, when you realise the truth, you realise that it's the evil in man, it's the evil in human beings that prevents them from seeing what's in front of them. It's like a mind virus. It really is. It's like, it's like people are walking around with blindfolds on, and then and saying, why can't I see anything? Why can't I find the truth? You know, it's like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But the thing is that, you know, like I said, people have to align themselves. You have to love God first. When you align yourself, you know, when you open yourself to God, to loving God and recognizing what God has done for you, then the truth can come to you. The truth your eyes will open. Your eyes will see properly. But the fact is that people want to see first. People want to have God proven to them in a way that they find acceptable. Well, you know, God, I did everything, you know, I did so much, but that's the thing, you know, I came to the world thousands of years ago. You know, people were very different back then, obviously. You know, that was a time when people got stoned to death. That's a time when people got crucified. Yeah, all kinds of horrible deaths, and you know, people had limited understanding of, you know, the world, how it works, and you know, it was a different world back then. You know, people understood things differently. You know, and that's also a thing as well, because back then, well, I suppose more people would have been thinking about spiritual things and gods, and you know, they'd be worshipping different gods, and you know, doing witchcraft and sorcery, and you know, spirit. You know, they probably would have had a lot more time to think about. You know, they would have spent more time thinking about those things rather than, you know, what's on Netflix or BBC or, you know, Sky News or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Or, you know, who's going down the pub today to get drunk. Oh. But, you know, you get the point. You get the point. Hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, what else can I talk about? I really wanted to vent. I really needed to say something. I saw Keir Starmer did his speech today. He doesn't seem to be changing his mind about much, does he? He's like, yeah, those rioters, they belong in prison. It's like, you know, we gotta protect the streets. You know, gotta keep them clean. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I imagine there's going to be a lot of people who are unhappy that he hasn't changed his view on that at all. You know, I think if he'd recognised that, okay, there are a group of people who have gotten very angry because they feel like they have tried to make their voices heard, and they keep getting shut down, they keep getting ignored. And so, because of that's happened again and again and again and again and again and again and again, they've lashed out. And, you know, he hasn't recognized that. He's just said, they're racist, they're evil, go to prison and die, pretty much. Yeah, that's basically what they've done. I mean, think about it. Remember that guy? He left like a bacon sandwich outside of a mosque, and he died in prison. I mean, bloomin' heck. I mean, imagine that. I mean, that is really. I mean, he didn't hurt anybody. Okay, he might have hurt someone's feelings. You know, he might have made someone feel a bit offended. Do you know what I mean? But if I called you a cunt, does that mean I'm worthy of death? It's very extreme, isn't it? It's crazy. It's crazy, but this is the country we live in now. And that's the thing, right? I'm the only one who can save. I'm the only one who can save people from what's happening. I'm God, and I'm waiting for people to hear me. I'm waiting for people to pay attention to me. The way this works is that I am the serpent on the pole, okay? If you look at me, you listen to me, the snakes, they can't get you. But if you're not looking at me, if you're not watching me, if you're not listening to me, then the snakes, they're going to get you. Okay? That's how this is going to work. And so what's going to happen is, over time, like I showed you with that diagram, the lines are converging. Okay? Because I have, I became aware of who I am, and ever since then, I've learned how to defend myself from this witchcraft battle that's happening. And the world is, there's so many people in the world who want to be me. That's the thing. And the foul spirits is what they do, is they try to elevate those people instead of me. They're trying to bury me while elevating those people. And so I'm constantly in this stupid battle, and I'm trying to get people to snap out of it. And people don't want to listen to me because the foul spirits tell them, don't listen to him. Because they don't love me. If they loved me, they would probably be like, oh, maybe I should listen to you. But I'm yet to find anyone who will. The fact is, well, that's the thing. I haven't been to a church for a long time. I think I'm kind of afraid to, really. I'm afraid to approach Christians, really, because I think, and that's the thing, is like I have tried talking to Christians online, and none of them wanted anything to do with me. They think I'm a freak. They think I'm evil. They see me more as someone, they're more likely to see me as Satan, as Lucifer, which is kind of, I've explained who Satan and Lucifer are. I mean, yeah, I've explained that before. What is that, what does that really mean? Well, it all has to do with anus magic. The sat anus, I sit down, I'm sat on my butt. Yeah, it's the world, it's the crap, it's the soil, it's the matter, it's the mother who loves to be worshipped. Mary, yeah? Look at the Catholic Church. Yeah, the evil Catholic Church. Full of pedophiles and yeah. You hear what I'm saying? They worship the world because Mary is the world. At what point did Jesus say, yeah, you better pray to Mary? Yeah, never said that. Never said that. God never said that. And that's the thing. You think of the very first story in Genesis, Adam and Eve. Yeah. God created Adam. And, God wanted to create Eve for Adam. And what happened is that Adam put the created Eve before God. So, Adam put Eve before God. He chose that he was going to put Eve first. And God's like, I'm like, what? I made you and I made her. And you're going to put me last, are you? You're going to replace me? You want to displace me? You want to be God? So, you just want me to go then? You just want me to leave? Is that what you want me to do, Adam and Eve? You want me to just cease to exist? Yeah, that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. And I caught them in the act of doing that. It's like now, it's the same story. I look at the world, that's what the world's doing. I see everybody and what they're doing. Everybody is naked, right? All these people, or all these worldly people, their words and their actions, I see right through them. They are naked to my eye. I see exactly what they're doing. But the thing is that people are hiding from me. They're hiding. They want to play this war with me. Pretend like that's the thing. The foul spirits, the world, Mother Earth. Yeah, they want... Everybody's conspiring to keep me hidden, to ignore me, and copy me, and mimic me, and pretend to be me. And this leads to destruction. Mother Earth has a scorched earth policy, essentially. I mean, she doesn't care who gets destroyed with her. That's the thing. She doesn't care. She wants to, this is the thing. She doesn't love. She's incapable of love. Okay? She's a whore. She's evil. That's how it is. She's cursed. The ground is cursed for thy sake. Well, yeah, she's cursed. She did evil. She's cursed. You have to rise above the matter. You have to rise above the dirt. You have to rise above the crap. You have to love me. You have to love God. You have to be of the Spirit. I was watching, there was a group called The God Corner at Notting Hill Carnival, and it was, like DJs and MCs and singers and stuff, and I actually quite enjoyed it. I listened to it. It was really nice, actually. And they were playing music, and they were giving glory to God. They were they were evangelizing the people at Notting, who were passing by. Yeah, I'm not against people having fun. You know what I mean? Like, people have no idea who I am. Some people they don't even have no idea. Like, I used to go to raves. I used to party. I used to DJ. But the thing is, the people in this world have very destructive behaviors. And they don't love me. It's very bad. At the end of the day, well, yeah, when in the future, in the near future, those people will be destroyed. Those people will suffer immensely because they didn't love me. It's their problem. It's their problem. I'm no stranger to suffering. I've suffered a lot. And my life is it's really quite boring. Really. I spend all my time on my own. I have spirits with me. I speak with them. I make videos as well. And the rest of the time, you know, I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm looking at what the world is doing because I like to know what the world is doing. I have to see what witchcraft they're doing. You know, I have to see what they're doing, and I have to counteract what they're doing. You know, I'm causing the lines to converge by doing that. So, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I can't lose. The thing is, the situation is that the world cannot win. The world is headed, the people of the world, okay, those who do not love me, God, are destroying themselves. The only way for them to survive is with me. That's the only way. And I gave you the story, the serpent on the pole. That's me, okay? That's the situation. The more and more people who listen to me, and so this is how it's going to go. You know, I have my popularity on social media and YouTube is pretty much zero. I think I have 18 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Never spoken to anybody. But, and that's the thing, I do turn the comments off on my videos because I want people to listen. I want people to listen. I don't want people doing witchy comments with their witchy usernames and stuff, because that's what people do. I want people to listen. I want people to share my videos. I want people to spread the word. I want people to let other people know that I'm here, you know, or at the very least say, hey, check out this crazy guy on YouTube. He thinks he's God. Maybe you should have a listen to him, you know. Maybe you know, you might think I have some interesting things to say, even if you don't believe I'm God. But the thing is, I am God. You have to listen to me to survive. That's the only way. That's the only way now. Okay? If you don't, you know, I am your protection. Watching my videos, listening to me, hearing me is your protection from what's happening in the world. And that's why I do these videos. That's one of the reasons why I do these videos. So what's going to happen is eventually that's going to catch on. People are going to be like, oh, you know, it will grow. My channel will grow. And people will listen. And it will get bigger. So that's how it's going to go. That's how the lines converge. Okay? That's how it happens. I could make all kinds of videos, you know. I could talk about... What could we talk about? You know what I mean? You know, that guy, he was talking about the Bible and how it makes no sense. Like, you know, he's like saying, why didn't they just include diagrams, and why does it have to be written so badly and such, you know, why didn't they have like a, having an easy to understand order and stuff like that. But the thing is that God is, they had the first 5 books of Moses, right? And that's the thing, communicating through the Spirit, and with visions, and it's a it's a complicated thing, it is, and that's the thing, I couldn't tell you 100% exactly how it all happened back then. I couldn't tell you because I'm not consciously aware of it. But people and their criticisms is just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And he's trying to make out that every little thing should have been explained, and it should have been written like a checklist, and things to do and what not to do, and it's like 10 Commandments, anybody, and then obviously Jesus comes along saying, yeah, there's a problem with the 10 Commandments because people don't follow the spirit of the law. And that's the thing, there are people in this world, and that's most people, they're not interested in following the Spirit. They're treating everything like a tick box exercise, and that's why. Because people use word magic, and that's the thing. Why do you think so many women, when they become, they get married, they have kids, and then they get really fat, they want to be a fat her. Yeah, a fat her. Yeah? And this is the thing, and then people worship fat her instead of father and stuff like that. That's the thing. People are not following the Spirit. They're not. They are cheating through word magic and doing a tick box exercise. It's cheating. It's witchcraft. Okay? People are playing. The world plays this stupid game. And that's the thing. It's evil. It's good versus evil. It's matter. It's spirit versus matter. It's father versus mother. And the children, it's like in a divorce, imagine, a father and mother, they have loads of children, and a lot of the children, they either go with the mother or they go with the father. They have to make their choice. Do you want to be with mother or do you want to be with father? That's the battle. And that's the thing, spirit is eternal. Dirt, crap, soil, that passes away. Eventually. doesn't it? I mean, think about it. Where did the universe come from? You know, it appeared from nowhere, it seems. It just came into existence. Yeah, and, you know, it can happen the other way around, I'm sure, as well. You know, it can just vanish in an instant, too. Why not? Seems plausible. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, but, you know, the thing is that everything's been designed by me. You know, everything's been set in motion. I'm, you know, there's a track, you know, there's a course that I'm on. I mean, that's the thing, you know, I do what I do. Everything I do is perfect, in a sense, because I can't do anything wrong. I'm God. I'm the source of all light. I'm the source of all power. I do what I do, and the world does what it does. You know, I try to, you know, I am who I am. I do what I do. I think what I think. You know, I try to love people. I try. Yeah, it really pisses me off, you know, hearing these people saying stuff like, you know, the sacrifice, you know, Jesus' sacrifice doesn't make any sense. And, you know, people want to frame it as, oh, God sent his son down to have him sacrificed, you know, for the sins of everybody and stuff like that. Well, look, I am God. I'm Jesus. I was Jesus. I'm God. Okay? The fact is that this world does anal sex magic. Okay? The sun, the star, you know, the butthole looks like a star. That's what is done. This is how sex magic is done, okay? I mean, you think about it, okay? So in witchcraft, you know, witchcraft people, they have, you know, pentagrams, right? They have, like, you know, 5-pointed stars, 6-pointed stars. Oh, yeah, the Star of David, yeah. So, you know, all the different stars. But the thing is, if you draw yourself a star, that does not emit light. The sun in the sky, I'm not talking about, you know, the son of, you know, your dad and you have a son. You know what I'm saying? But, but the sun in the sky, it emits light. And a butthole, it doesn't emit light. Even though people are totally obsessed. They're like, oh, look at that thing. Wow. It's hard to comprehend what I'm talking about because, and that's the thing, you know, I learned all of this. It could be very boring. It's very hard to learn. It's very hard to sit and learn about all this stuff because it's very complex. I'm still learning about it. But the fact is, it's how the world. This is how magic. You know, magic works the way it does. You know, whether it's interesting or boring. I had to learn it. I'm trying to explain the situation to people. I wonder if there's any point, really. Well, whatever. Anyway. But that's the thing, people talk about the Star of David. Well, look, the Star of David doesn't emit light, does it? It's a drawing. It's a symbol. That symbol cannot give you life. Okay? It doesn't emit light. You need light to live. You need water to live. Without light, without water, you die. Okay? I am the light. And I give water. Yeah? Water so people can live. The world is a dry place without me. You get it? And that's the thing, People who are of the world, they prefer dryness. They prefer what's dry. Especially a lot of men, you don't like to get into the emotional side of things, But the thing is, if you say no to emotion, where you don't want to get into something that is potentially emotional, you don't want to get into that. But the fact is that you end up ignoring very important things. And because you've ignored those things, you're ignoring people and their problems. And that means those people suffer unnecessarily. People, I've been through this experience. People deprive me of war. They deprive me of what I need. They deprive me of love. They deprive me of friendship. They deprive me of politeness, kindness. They make me feel isolated, left out. I'm God. And the world wants to leave me isolated. They want to treat me, they want to make me feel like I'm not welcome outdoors. They want to make me feel like I'm not welcome in their pubs. They want to make me feel like I'm not welcome in all kinds of places. Yeah? I need a whiskey. It helps with my cough. But look, that's the thing. Like how people like Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens, they want science to explain everything. And what they do is they ring fence the idea of God. They'll basically say, no, you can't go there. Because if you go to God as an idea, you basically, what happens is you end up using God to explain everything. And, they don't feel convinced, they're not convinced. They're not happy with the suggestion. They don't like, they feel like people are using God to fill in the gap in knowledge. And they would rather ring fence God and say, no, you can't go there. We want science to explain it by itself. And that's the thing, you can't exclude God from the conversation. You can't exclude, you can't ring fence something and say, no, never go in there again. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. That was a mistake that was made. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. But hopefully you got the point. you know, it's easy to and you know, it's easy to say that, oh, people only believe in God because, you know, it's easy for them to believe. You know, it comforts them. It makes, you know, they're afraid of death, and blah 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 blah. I'll tell you what, if you genuinely wanted to die, you know, wouldn't you be more afraid of dying knowing that God is real? I mean, think about it, you know, because if there's nothing after death, then dying is nothing. You know, it's like switching the lights off and you're gone. And that's it. Nothing else. You know? But when you realize God's real, then you know that the decisions you make in this life will affect what happens when you get to the other side. You know? So, you know, people, you know, atheists are full of so much bullshit excuses. It's hilarious to listen to. It's so easy to pick apart, but the fact is you're either receptive to the truth or you're not. The world is the way that it is. Everything's, you know, it's in order to grasp the truth, you have to have you know, you have to have enough love in your heart. You have to have love in your heart, and you have to be aligned. You have to be moving in the right direction to see, because the world is designed that way. The world is that way. It's designed to keep the fooled, and it's designed to keep the fakers out. It's designed so that fake people will never see. Do you get it? So the fake people, they'll never know. They'll have no idea. They'll never find the truth. Okay? The fact is, when you see it, you know, either way I see it, everything's designed. The design of everything is mind blowing. It really is. It's language, everything that's in existence. It's like, yeah, you can see where. Yeah, it's you know, it's one of those things. When you see it, you cannot unsee it. It's impossible to unsee it. Well, what I've seen, yeah. I mean, I've seen so much. Like, yeah, I've explained it. I mean, I've seen what looked like an angel. I've seen demons. I've seen some really, really. I've seen things that would make, yeah, I mean, it absolutely, the craziest things you could imagine. I mean, seriously, if you saw it, you'd have a hard time trying to keep your eyeballs from popping out of your head. That's how fucking crazy the stuff I've seen. Really. And the annoying thing about it is trying to share it with people. It becomes... What's the point? What is the point? You know? I mean, that's the thing. I didn't have a camera with me. I wasn't like, hey, take a picture. You know, yeah. So... that was 5-ish years ago, maybe 6. Yeah, no, 6. Yeah, I think it was 20. No, it would have been about. It was 2019. 2019, I think. I was very poor at the time. I was unemployed. I had a phone that was pretty much broken. Had like very, it was a very crazy day I had that particular day, but yeah, I've explained it in previous videos. I've written it down, I've posted it on Facebook. People just go, "You're crazy. You belong in a mental institution." Yeah. I wish I could convince people. I wish I could. Yeah. Anyways, look. The situation is that, really, I don't have to convince anybody of anything, really. I'm just trying to help this situation move along. Like I told you, the lines are converging. The world will be destroyed. Those who look and listen at, people who listen to me and watch me will live. They'll survive. Yeah? So, that's how it is. That's how it is. This is how it's been designed. Yeah? Nice and simple for me. Yeah? It's the way it's going to go. There will be people who say I'm crazy. There are going to be people who tell me I'm a liar. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know that. So what? So what? So, what else can we talk about? There's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's probably 100 different things I could talk about. What can I be bothered to talk about? I think that's a better question. Um. Hmm. Um. Um. So yeah, Notting Hill Carnival. I never went to it ever. I used to know some guys who used to go there every year. And that's the thing, right? My name's Grant. Have you seen the film Notting Hill? Hugh Grant, Julia Roberts, Anna Scott. I'm Scottish. Yeah. It's all witchcraft designed to attack me. People say, I say, I'm God. And people say, you're not God. Yeah? I used to have a girlfriend called Ania. Or Anna. Her mate. That's the thing. I think she changed her name to Anna. Apparently. Crazy bitch. But anyway, I used to be with her, right? And one thing I like to do was do nuts. Yeah? Yeah. Did I? Yeah, I did. I think. Did I? I think I did. Yeah. Anyway. Notting Hill. Heel. You know what the heel is, right? Heel of the foot. Notting Hill. And that's, it's an interesting word. Hill, a hill, mountain. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously some, a hill's smaller than a mountain, but, hill, well, high, H-I, high, ill, I-L-L. And that's the thing, ill, well, Freemasonry, 33, the number 33, L-L, 33. Oh, numerology is used in witchcraft. I've had to decode everything, I've had to look at all these words, break them down, I know all the numbers of all the letters off by heart. I'm like, I can tell you how, I can calculate the numerology of a word very quickly. I had to learn that way. It's all about spotting patterns and spotting, the world, because magic is the way it is, and people are doing magic, they're doing witchcraft, and so it leaves a trail of information. And if you know how to decode all of that, you learn stuff from figuring out the puzzle. And so I've had to do that. And that is a very difficult process. It's taken me years of sitting in a seat. I've been unemployed for years. This is all I do. And I've done this because I know who I am. I knew that I had a very important role to play. Because of what happened to me. For a while, I wasn't sure who I was. I was like, yeah, some real crazy shit's happening to me. What the fuck am I going to do about this? And who the hell am I? Am I an angel? Am I cursed? Am I this? Am I that? No. I mean, I'm God. And the thing is that, this is the thing. I was nailed to the cross. So, I took all the sins of the world upon myself. And, that's the thing. I still have to figure out exactly what the situation is, but because it is very complex. It is very complex. What is the situation now? Well, the fact is, I've been here for 36 years. The world doesn't want me to be found. The day 1 million people watch this video, the world doesn't want that. The world doesn't want that. Look at other people, who get millions of views on their videos. The people who make it big. All the people you see who are celebrities, the reason they get there is because Mother Earth wants them to be famous. And this is how, you know the story of the Whore of Babylon. Yeah, the Whore of Babylon. So what does a whore do? A whore gives you what you want. And she wants you to give her what she wants. There's an exchange. And the thing is when people learn the truth, that the world is evil, they reject that. They reject that. They say to the whore, no, we're not doing any business with you. And then when that happens, that's when the world comes after you. They're like, how dare you? How dare you reject my offer of... Yeah, you get it? You see how that works? That's how it is. That's how it is. It's getting a bit dark in here, isn't it? But that really is how it works. You know, the people who are of the world, that's the thing, you know, the richest people in this world, you know, they've done the deal. They've done the deal. They're on her side. I mean, why do you think it is that most celebrities, their political leaning, the way they lean politically, they all tend to be exactly the same way, aren't they? You know, there might be a few who aren't, but then again, you know, someone can give you a slither, you know, like a slivery little snake, yeah? Give you a slither of truth, and then they just take you down the wrong path anyway. Because they just said some obvious shit that you're like, yeah, that obvious shit is really true, yo. And then you listen to all the other garbage they spout, and you're like, yeah, that must be true as well then. Okay then, let's all go to hell. Bye. Bye, Ged. Yeah, you understand. It's easy for the slivery little snake to come past with a bit of truth and be like, hey, let's go to hell. Next. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you know, look at communism. Wasn't it Lenin? Lenin said, you know, how do you control the opposition? Well, you put a fake leader. You find your fake leader and you put them there. But this is exactly what Mother Earth is doing. This is what Mother Earth does. This is what the world does. Okay? They put false... They want to... It's always about putting someone to stand in the way of God. You know? God's standing up and he's like, hello, world. Hey, I'm here. And the world will keep trying to put people in front of me so you see them instead of me. And people get distracted by the false person and they wander off with the slivery little snake false person. It's how it always goes. It's how it always goes. You know, this is why God said, put me first. Put me first. Forget the rest of them. Put me first. You'll be alright. You'll be fine. Okay? I'll protect you. Put me first. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. I'll upload this. Maybe someone will watch it.